Welcome to another episode on financial wellness. As usual, I'm your financial coach, CPA Tonie Njiru, the avocado farmer. Today we shall be discussing money markets, making a general introduction to money markets so that we can know generally what are their rules and what do we expect in the money markets. So money market is a term that is generally used to refer to short-term investments where we have more of a collective vehicles where people pull in their funds and the providers of the service are able then to invest this money, usually in treasury bills and such short-term investments, overnight lending and so on. So money market examples of money market providers in Kenya will include people like CIC, we have Absa Bank, Coop Bank, Britam, we have Loft, Nabo Capital, among such other money market providers. So by nature, money market investments are short-term in nature. Usually the providers of these vehicles allow you to withdraw your money. So you find, for example, in CIC, you can make one free withdrawal per month. And another interesting provider of a money market fund, before we forget, is Safaricom through the M-Pesa app. If you check your M-Pesa app under the group of Grow, you're likely to find a money market fund known as Mali, where if you have money in your M-Pesa, you can always transfer it to Mali, and usually they'll pay a rate per day. So for instance, if the rate is 14%, like currently is averaging 14% per annum. So if you have 1,000 shillings in that account, they will compute 1,000 times 14% divided by 365 days so that they get you the amount that you earn per day. So your 1,000 shillings probably could make maybe 3 shillings in a day or a shilling in a day, which is still some growth. So it's important then to ask ourselves, considering that these money markets are giving you such amounts on a daily basis, what are the uses for money markets? So money markets are primarily used for two main purposes. One, you accumulate money for a sinking fund. A sinking fund is where you want to accumulate money for a future event. Maybe you are an investor in government bonds. So you want to accumulate funds in this account so that by the time a bond comes in the market, you already have funds in a money market account. You get it from the fund and you can go and buy the bond. The other purpose, so that is a sinking fund. You could probably be planning for a wedding. You could accumulate your funds in this money market account so that every now and then gradually you're packing in some small money and compound, allowing it to compound in that account. Then when the day comes or when you're near that major event, then you can withdraw from your money market fund and be able to do that. So that is as a sinking fund. The other purpose you use a money market fund account is for emergency planning, because when you have an emergency, you need to have access to funds and quickly. Emergencies are things like maybe sickness, accidents, natural calamities. You may find one day your house, a tree has fallen on your house, or it has been swept by floods, and you have to quickly find in some cash for you to be able to settle. So such emergencies will require you to have quick access to cash. So money markets by their nature is that they may not be so easily accessible, because if you're looking at other than Mali by M-Pesa, which you can quickly pull into your M-Pesa account, the other money market funds you may require maybe a day or some several hours notice, so that if you have an app, you can get the money back into your bank account or into your M-Pesa account. So it's a good way of accumulating funds for as a sinking fund or for management of emergencies. Later in our later discussions and episodes, we shall discuss more in detail money markets, what to look out for when you are choosing your money market provider, who are the money market providers in Kenya, so that you can be able to select them. Because when you're selecting an investment, it's not just a matter of return alone. You also need to look at the security of the investments. You also need to look at the nature of access of your funds. How many times can you access the money in your per month, maybe? How quick can you be able to misuse that money? For instance, if you have invested in Mali on M-Pesa, you can easily withdraw that money. So it may not be a very good platform if you want to do a sinking fund, maybe for a debt retirement or for investment in a bond, and so on and so forth. So this was just an introductory episode for us to get talking about money markets, building on to the other passive investments that we have discussed. Kindly follow us, subscribe, share with your friends so that together we can walk this financial wellness journey to uh, we can improve and move on together in this financial wellness journey. As usual, I'm your financial coach, the avocado farmer, CPA Tonie Njiru.